Hi guys and welcome to Thrastzone.com. This is Mohit Soni. What you're looking at is the Range Rover Evoque for the year 2024. This is the big facelift. It has certain changes on the inside and outside, but most of the things still remain the same. And when I say the same, it means it is pretty good. Evoque has, seen a lot of. I think this is the second major update, and it's been doing really well for the company. The Evoque came out as a very stylish entry-level SUV, and then it has been doing great for in terms of sales and for the brand. It continues with its focus on style, and the new design is slightly different than the older one. You get this flush layout for the headlamps and the grille. You get this copper accents over here, and all of this started with the Velar, then it went to the Range Rover, and now it's come to the Evoque here. Apart from that, everything else remains the same. This is the dynamic variant, so you get these hood ornaments here and on the side as well, a bit of copper and black that you can see here quite easily. The side profile still remains the same, very iconic silhouette, perfectly done, looks big, luxurious and compact at the same time. Really nice looking alloy wheels with red calipers over there. At the back you see the flush tail lamps, the new Range Rover badging, and a big skid plate at the back. The metal to glass ratio is perfect. The colors here just look just right. The black, the blue, the bronze, all of this is coming together really well, and this is a very good car. What you also get now are these pop-up door handles, which are really good, and they sit flush entirely when the car is moving or locked. So that's that. Overall, not big of a change, but enough to distinguish it and make it look fresher than before, than the original version that came out. And let's get inside now quickly to see that the interior has seen a big change. The steering wheel is brand new. The new screen is on offer here. It's the PV Pro unit. I've shown you this in the Defender, in the Range Rover, the Velar, and now this. It's got these whole host of features. These typical JLR features are on offer here, and Android Auto, Apple CarPlay is here, which can be used wirelessly, so that's brilliant. And it's a good system. Still needs a bit of pace, still needs a little bit much more responsiveness, but feature list is now abundant, and it matches with most of its rivals. So you've got drive modes, you've got auto brake hold, auto start, dynamic stability control, off-road modes, auto terrain, a response mode where it will decide what kind of traction you need on the kind of surface it realizes what you are on. But if you want to choose that manually, you can do it from here as well. The music system is good by Meridian. A lot of speakers and 2 tweeters here make the ambience quite good. This is the new flush layout on the inside as well. Just the gear lever, nothing else whatsoever. The cup holders are here. There is good space here, and there's a charging point there as well. So is the dashboard. Very minimalist look, and that's the glove box with light, no chilling though. The AC really works well. That is the new instrument cluster. You control it via from here, and then the buttons change. So that is how the new, we've seen that in the Range Rover first almost 2 years ago now. So it has now found its way to the Evoque, like we told you back in the day. Seats are leather, and heated and ventilated options are both are here. You'll have to go inside this menu to select both the seats. So it is not it's a little bit getting used to getting inside the screens to truly get that option right. Apart from that, like I told you, the screen could have done with better responses, but it is a humongous change over the previous version, and we saw this first in the Defender. We were really impressed. We see a similar trait here as well. It needs a bit of more fine tuning to get it just right, because there is no scroller controller also to operate all of this, because Jaguar Land Rover has chosen to do it that way. What you get is very impressive and segment first camera in the shark fin antenna at the top, and that shows you a very good view of what is behind. And this is actually much better and more preferred than the glass that is on offer, because this gives you a spectacular view until unless the camera is clean. If you can't do that, then you will have to switch to the mirror part. You've got the SOS, you've got the concierge service, and you've got a sunroof which is fixed, doesn't move. Apart from that, seats are adjustable. On this side you can get memory. Here you get heated, ventilated and powered. No memory seats on that side. Of course, this is an entry-level model for the brand. Steering wheel adjust also is manual, and you still continue to get those buttons over there. So really impressive steering wheel. Really love the way I can hold it. The new digital screen is welcome. You can see a ton of features over there, and the display layout is changeable. You can see the trip selection, you can see the vehicle settings. There is everything about the car given here very easily, very easy to switch and very easy to see. And these dials change color in modes. So let's go into eco and you will see it will turn into green. So that is also on offer as well. Let's get at the back, behind my own driving position. You've got AC vents here. You can control it. You can control the AC vents from here. You've got enough legroom and knee room. You've got some space to keep some stuff. The visibility here is actually quite good. You've got a hook here. You've got the speakers here as well. So pretty good place to be at the back. Since we are at the back, let me show you the boot. Range Rovers are one of the few cars that will give you a proper spare tire with the boot to use, so that is really brilliant. Electronic tailgate is on offer, switches off very quickly, closes down very quickly as well. The entire car is boxy, but what you get here is a very oval shaped fuel cap with the AdBlue and the diesel tank here. So that's that. Now let's see how it drives. So we are out driving the Range Rover Evoque with the diesel automatic version. And how is it like to drive? Well, like I told you, really the driving experience has also made us realize why the Evoque is so good, why it's everyday luxury. The kind of practicality that it offers just makes you fall in love with it. Even a small test drive with one of our new juniors in the team, a short drive for him made him realize like how good this vehicle is and how epic it will be while driven for a long time. So I have finished driving 400 kilometers on this, and what do I think of it? Well, it is exactly the same, because this is a fantastic diesel engine, very good low end torque. One of the reasons why it feels very peppy, very good off the line, and it feels really, really impressive. Mid-range is also good, top end is also great, even for a diesel. And of course, refinement is a little bit on the rough side. You can hear the engines at time, but if you have somebody to talk to or if you have music on, then you won't even realize. It is just me sitting inside a silent cabin right now, all alone, with no music. I can hear the engine a little bit. You will not hear that even bit as well. And what that makes me realize is that the refinement also is very good enough. If the drivability is good, if the performance is good, if the refinement is good, you're really impressed with it already. What is also really impressed is the fuel efficiency, just like the previous Evoques or any other JLR vehicle with the 2-liter diesel engine. It is really impressive. You can get up to 19-20 kilometers per liter on the highway in the Evoque, and you can easily get 13-14 in the city as well. So these are very good numbers driven in eco normally, and these are really impressive numbers. Of course, you drive fast, the economy drops a bit, not by much like in a petrol engine. That is why you love the diesel. The extra torque, the extra performance without the sacrifice of fuel efficiency is in the interest of every single one. And these BS6 diesels are really clean, so the diesel technology is still here to stay. It is still really good, offers more bang for your buck in terms of performance, fuel efficiency. And I think this is one of the few cars in the entire car world which has not lost its efficiency by a big margin in the BS6 world. A lot of other cars have lost it, this car hasn't. And just like any other JLR with the 2-liter diesel engine, is really, really good to see that it is going very strong. And that is really impressive as well. So apart from even all of this, it's the driving and the way the Evoque behaves on the road is fantastic. Handling is very good. The vehicle feels very taut and poised and stable, and it feels rock solid at every single point of time. Feels like you're driving something tough, something very solid, and that's the reason why it just gobbles up bad roads really well. Ride quality is excellent, and it is something that you will truly, truly enjoy every single time. I am driving in Mumbai monsoons, one of the best ways to test a car, and I can tell you the fact that this Evoque has truly impressed me in the way it drives, because the steering response, the feedback everything is spectacular. It's light and precise when you want it, it gets heavy when you want, and this is a very good balance. You don't get that every day. This is really good. Of course, at certain times, you expect a little bit more feedback, but I am really impressed with the nimbleness and agility, and the way the steering helps you extract that. It becomes a very easy car to drive. Everyday drivability, everyday luxury is on offer here, and with the kind of ground clearance you have, the kind of off-road capabilities this car has, the kind of ride quality and stability this car has, it can do it all, and it can do it with very good style and the way it looks. And that's really something, because you don't get to see that every day in a segment as small as this, and in this price bracket as well. There is no denying the fact that this car is really good in its class. It's been a long time that we tested it, and so we didn't actually remember what is it all about, but now when we do, we realize that it is really a great car in the segment, and we can't recommend it enough. That's it. That's what the Range Rover Evoque facelift is all about. Very impressive. Can't wait to spend more time with this in the future. Right now, thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.